Welcome to my channel, Modern Talk English.
Welcome to Daily English Practice, Jack Your Coffee Shop Routine. In this video, you'll follow John and Emma as they practice English every morning in a cozy coffee shop. You'll see how small daily habits, like reading an English newspaper, writing short dialogues, and speaking with a partner, can make your English stronger, faster, and more natural. This routine is perfect for A2, B1, and B2 learners who want to improve speaking, listening, and vocabulary step by step. You'll also get real conversation examples you can copy and practice today. If you're serious about learning English, grab your notebook, sit back, and join us in the coffee shop. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a new English lesson. Let's get started and make English a natural part of your daily life.
Every morning, John walks to his favorite coffee shop. He likes the smell of fresh coffee in the air. It feels warm and calm inside. The barista smiles and says hello to him. John orders the same drink every day. He likes to sit near the big window. The light is soft and perfect for reading. On the table, there is always an English newspaper. John picks it up slowly. He enjoys reading headlines first. He practices saying the words softly. He underlines new words with a pen. This is part of his daily routine. He feels happy to start the day with English. It gives him energy and confidence. John opens the newspaper and looks at a short article. He reads each line slowly and clearly. He tries to understand the meaning of each sentence. Sometimes he uses his phone dictionary. He writes down 3 new words every day. He repeats each word 5 times. This helps him remember them easily. He writes small sentences with the new words. He whispers the sentences softly. This is his secret practice. People in the cafe think he is quiet, but he is actually practicing English. He feels proud of his small progress. Learning English makes his morning special. He knows daily practice builds his skill. John is not alone in the cafe. His friend Emma comes every Tuesday and Thursday. She also wants to practice English. They sit together near the window. They greet each other politely in English. "Good morning, Emma," John says. "Good morning, John." "How are you?" she replies. "I'm great, thank you." "And you?" John answers. "I'm fine, thanks," Emma smiles. This small conversation is their warm-up. They speak slowly and clearly. They correct each other gently. This makes them feel comfortable. Practicing with a partner is easier. They feel like a small English club. John and Emma choose a topic from the newspaper. Today's topic is about travel. They take turns reading aloud. John reads the first paragraph. Emma listens carefully. Then Emma reads the second paragraph. John listens carefully. After reading, they ask each other questions. "What do you think about travel?" John asks. "I think travel is exciting," Emma says. They share simple opinions. They practice using new words. They smile and laugh softly. This makes learning fun. The coffee shop becomes their classroom. Sometimes John practices ordering coffee in English. Even though the barista speaks another language, he still uses English for practice. "Hello, may I have a cappuccino, please?" he asks. "Sure, 1 cappuccino," the barista replies. "Thank you very much." John smiles. This is a simple exercise. It builds his confidence in speaking. Emma does the same when she orders. She also practices polite phrases. They both feel more natural in English. Using English in real life feels good. They notice their progress every week. It is slow, but sure. Daily practice brings results. They often write small dialogues. Emma writes a question. John writes an answer. Then they change roles. This helps them think in English. For example, Emma writes, "Where do you usually drink coffee?" John writes, "I usually drink coffee here in the cafe." Then John writes a new question. Emma answers it. This is like a mini-game. It keeps learning interesting. It also improves writing. They save the dialogues in a notebook. Later, they read them again. John practices pronunciation carefully. He uses the newspaper headlines. He repeats the headlines slowly. He checks difficult sounds on his phone. Emma listens and copies him. They compare each other's pronunciation. Sometimes they record their voices. They listen and check mistakes. This helps them improve fast. They laugh when mistakes are funny. It makes practice less stressful. They learn that mistakes are normal. This gives them courage. Every day their speech becomes clearer. They feel proud of their voices. They also practice small talk. Small talk is friendly conversation. It is useful in daily life. They choose simple topics, like weather, food, hobbies. They take turns asking questions. "What's your favorite coffee?" John asks. "My favorite coffee is latte," Emma says. "What do you usually eat for breakfast?" John asks. "I usually eat toast and eggs," Emma says. They practice answering quickly. This helps them think faster. Soon, English feels natural. They feel more confident outside. Practice becomes a habit. John sometimes imagines he is in London. He pretends the cafe is in the UK. He reads the menu in English. He speaks to Emma like a tourist. "Excuse me, is this seat free?" he asks. "Yes, please sit down," Emma replies. They practice polite expressions. They use real-life phrases. It feels like acting in English. This improves their listening. It also improves their speaking. They enjoy this role play. It is like traveling with no ticket. English becomes a small adventure. They forget they are learners. Every Friday, John writes a small journal. He writes about his coffee shop routine. He uses only English sentences. He writes simple words first. Then he tries new words. Emma also writes her journal. They exchange journals on Monday. They read each other's writing. They give small feedback. This improves grammar naturally. They learn from each other's mistakes. They learn new words from each other. It feels like teamwork. They keep journals for 1 year. They see their growth on paper. John sometimes listens to English podcasts. He uses earphones in the cafe. He listens for 10 minutes. Then he writes down new phrases. He tells Emma about them. Emma also shares her favorite podcasts. They discuss what they heard. They repeat phrases together. They practice pronunciation. It feels like a small English club. They are both motivated. They enjoy mixing coffee and learning. This makes mornings special. They never get bored. Learning feels like a lifestyle. Emma practices questions for real life. She writes a list on paper. Questions like, "Where is the nearest station?" "How much is this coffee?" "Can you help me, please?" She asks John these questions. John answers politely. Then they change roles. This is real conversation practice. It builds listening skills. It builds speaking skills. They feel ready for travel. English becomes a tool. It feels useful and alive. This keeps them motivated. John loves reading the sports page. Emma likes the culture page. They both choose short articles. They underline new phrases. They ask each other, "What does this phrase mean?" They guess before checking. Then they use a dictionary. They make new sentences with phrases. They speak the sentences aloud. This is active learning, not just reading. They remember words longer. It feels like playing with language. Learning becomes fun and smart. Sometimes they practice longer answers. Emma asks, "Why do you like coffee shops?" John answers, "Because they are quiet, relaxing, and good for study." John asks, "Why do you want to improve English?" Emma answers, "Because I want to travel and meet new people." They practice giving reasons. This builds speaking fluency. It also builds thinking in English. They write their answers first. Then they speak them aloud. They correct grammar together. They help each other sound natural. This improves confidence. It also improves vocabulary. Practice feels rewarding. On some days, John and Emma play word games. They choose a topic like food. They each say one English word about food. Then they must say another without repeating. Bread, coffee, milk, eggs, sugar. They continue until one forgets a word. They laugh and enjoy the challenge. This improves memory. It also improves quick thinking. They write new words on paper. They test each other later. It feels like a game, not study. They stay motivated for hours. English learning becomes a joy. It never feels boring. John also practices listening to Emma. He listens carefully when she speaks. He does not interrupt her. He waits until she finishes. Then he answers politely. This builds good conversation habits. It makes speaking smoother. It helps understanding better. Emma does the same for John. They respect each other's speaking time. This makes practice friendly. It feels like real life. It trains patience. It also trains active listening. They grow as speakers together. They sometimes watch a short English video. They choose a simple topic. They watch without subtitles first. Then they watch with subtitles. They write down new words. They repeat the video twice. They discuss it after. "What did you understand?" John asks. "I understood most of it," Emma says. They share what they learned. They repeat sentences aloud. It feels like a mini class. They learn from the video. Then they speak naturally. This mixes listening and speaking. John practices describing things. He looks at objects in the café. He says, "This table is round. This coffee is hot. This chair is comfortable." Emma adds more sentences. She says, "The window is big. The cup is white. The smell is nice." They describe everything they see. This builds vocabulary fast. It also builds confidence. They feel like English reporters. It is simple, but powerful. They do it every morning. They sometimes practice future plans. "What will you do this weekend?" John asks. "I will visit my grandmother," Emma says. "What will you study tomorrow?" Emma asks. "I will study English verbs," John says. They talk about plans. They talk about hopes. This builds future tense practice. It also builds natural conversation. They imagine their next trip. They imagine meeting new people. English becomes a bridge. It connects them to the world. It feels exciting. Practice never ends. Every day, John finishes his coffee with a smile. He feels proud of his small progress. Emma feels the same. They pack their notebooks. They say goodbye in English. "See you tomorrow, Emma," John says. "See you tomorrow, John," Emma replies. They leave the cafe feeling stronger. They know daily practice works. It builds skill step by step. It makes English part of life. It makes learning natural. They are no longer shy. They are growing confident. The coffee shop is their daily classroom.